So, and we distribute the show internationally too.
Oh, great.
So if I have an international question in there, that's why, just in case you're like, wait a minute, is this for domestic? So, and what I'll probably do is ask a question just for the sake of getting to hear from each one of you, and maybe each one of you can answer each question if that's okay. Okay, awesome. Well, nice to see you guys.
Thank you. Nice
So let me start by, I guess, just describe. I'll start with you.
Okay.
Describe your character. Who is she? And now that you've gotten to know who she is, what's it like playing?
Well, it's interesting, you know, being an associate for Scorus and for Winter. And, you know, I think before she didn't really have a moral compass, but I think she's finally found her place. And she has devoted her life to protecting Bo.
I like it. She used to work for me, and now she works for Winter. We don't know much about Scorus, Roman Scorus. We know he's got a lot of money, and what I can tell you that we don't know is he's a geneticist who's created a spectacular environment where people can reach their full potential. He's got a history with Winter, and we don't know what that is yet, and he's actively seeking Bo, and for what reasons we don't fully understand yet either. So this is a process and a road of discovery for me.
Yeah, I think it is for everybody too. All J.J. Abrams. I mean, you never know where you're going. It's like a mini movie every week. So, and I like the name Winter. I just think that's a cool name.
That is a cool name. What I've been saying to people is that I am Bo's main protector. Because of her gifts, there are people that want to control her because of her gifts. I am somebody who is around her, protecting her from all those that I feel have a negative intention towards her. I was just saying in one of the other interviews that as an actor, I've started feeling very, very, in terms of the stuff that we've shot thus far, I've started feeling somewhat paternal toward Ms. Chung here. And that's good. It fuels me in certain of the scenes. I don't know that that's the writer's intention, but in terms of my playing the part and the evolution of our relationship, that's part of what I feel. And I feel that she is somebody who's entirely dependable in terms of what I need to get done. From a creative standpoint, I'm really intrigued and interested to see how the relationship between Kyle's character, Scorus, and myself will play out. There have been some informational things put out there. We'll see how it plays out.
What I think is so awesome, I cover a lot of television, and when something unique comes along that's different than anything that's out there already and a little refreshing, I think, wow, this is... I
really hear you.
Yeah, and do you guys feel that? Talk to me about the series itself and it being a different story.
I'm going to say, what I will say is that at the upfronts that we did last fall, I sat there in the audience, and it was the session in which NBC kind of rolled out a lot of the shows for this season. And I can honestly say that genuinely, as I sat there watching the shows, I felt that our show was different.
How do you guys feel about that as well, just the storyline being unique?
It's extremely unique in a sense that Bo is such a special girl, and I really think, you know, Johnny emulates that. There's something about her, and it's something so loving and so innocent, and, you know, I feel as an audience member as well as a cast member, like, so intrigued, and I think that, you know, I think the audience will love that too. But you really fall in love with the relationships that she has with Tate, who she later will find out is her father, and us, and, you know, kind of how she was raised. So it really is about little Johnny, about Bo.
I agree.
How would you describe the series? Like, if somebody asked you, what are you working on?
Well, I think Alfonso, I was going to say, working with Alfonso Cuarón, who is a visionary genius, he's allowed the actors to, he's given them room to play, to discover. He's, I think, intentionally left a lot of doors open for us, and so we're just beginning to walk through those and discovering what these are. But he's laid a beautiful blueprint, I think, for us to follow.
Let's talk about, you know what, if you could just, I feel like I want a little bit more about the series. Like, how would you describe it? If a friend asks, what are you working on? What's it about?
It's about a little girl with powers, with special gifts, and as a result of her gifts, there are people who want to control her. Some of those people are bad people, some of those people are good people. And it's all about how the narrative evolves with that as the basic core. That's what I would say.
It kind of has a procedural feeling in terms of, you know, that's the overall story, what Delroy just explained, but there is also an episode-to-episode story of how Bo changes people's lives for the better.
Just working with J.J. Abrams and Alfonso, I mean, J.J. Abrams, my goodness, owns all of television, I think. And what's that like? What's that experience been like for you guys?
I have only seen J.J. fleetingly in New York, so I don't have any. But working with Alfonso on the pilot was tremendous. He was incredibly responsive to me personally as an actor, and as Kyle said, a wonderful vision and a real artist. So I had a fantastic time.
Great. I think they're wrapping you. You guys, congratulations.
Thank you
So
so
nice to talk
Thank
to
you
you.
very much.
It's a real pleasure. Nice to
bless.
meet you. We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you.